Today we are looking at a game between Straylock and SOC. In battle number 1, we have a clash of the armies in an open field. Marines have no upgrades and the siege mode is researched. So here we are, we have the same setup and it's on auto attack move, and as we can say, without any micro, for this particular army composition, the Terran will take out the Protoss army. Okay, but if we were just to micro the sentry to just do a guardian shield and nothing else, with the tanks unsieged, we do find that the outcome of the battle could be significantly different. With just the guardian shield in effect, the Protoss army in this case wins the Terran army. So perhaps the other thing we want to check out is, would the battles be the same if we were to siege the tank? So again, no fancy micro over here, the same army composition. We will be sieging the tanks and with the sentry providing the guardian shield, and let's see what happens. Okay, so with this, we can see that it's a fairly close fight, but I guess ultimately the Protoss army still have the upper hand. So with this in mind, let's just look at battle number 1. So this is the replay. Over here at the left hand side we have Straylock spawning as a Terran, and over at the right hand side we have SOC spawning as the Protoss. So I'm skipping forward to the battle number 1. It's in a fairly open field. We can see a couple of micro over here, and over here this is the moment where we have battle number 1. We have about 6 stalkers, 1 sentry with about 9 marines with one that is in red health, and a siege tank. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so even though Straylock brought in a couple of reinforcements, we can see that clearly this battle is won by the Protoss player. So these are all the reinforcements, but just to fast forward the game, you can see that both sides just retreat after this. Okay, so let's fast forward to the second battle. Straylock has successfully snaked a bunker onto the high ground of SOC's natural, and let's take a look at the army composition breakdown. The Marines still have no upgrade, and we have 3 Marines in the bunker. The SCV is on repair and the tank is sieged. There is also a point defense drone that is being dropped by a Raven. So we have 8 stalkers blinking into the high ground with the help of an observer, and we have 1 High Templar where the Side Storm is just researched. Okay, so let's look at what happened after this. So over here we have a SOC bring in the observer for the blink, and also the High Templar is getting the energy for the Side Storm. No, not really. It's not going for Side Storm, but feedback rather. So the High Templar will be doing a feedback on the points defense drone, and you can see that this is a pretty one-sided fight. Okay, so okay, here we are at the unit tester for battle number 2. I'm putting 3 Marines that have no upgrade into the bunker and a points defense drone. in the first scenario, the High Templar will not be doing anything at all. So the High Templar will just be walking around, and even without the High Templar contributing to the feedback, we can see that it's still a one-sided battle. This is the moment where the battle number 3, scenario battle number 3 begins. So we have the winner of battle 3 will also be the winner for the game. So I'm taking the chance to look at this final macro game. We see that the total spend is fairly even, with Sword going more technology and Straylock going slightly more army. Sword has did 4 researched for Warp Gate, Blink Charge, and Side Storm, where Straylock has only done 1 Siege tech. Both players didn't do any infantry upgrade, ground upgrades, no upgrades at all. Okay, so in this particular example, I'm taking out a couple of Protoss units to account for the low hit points in the Protoss army. And again, I set up the point defense drone with siege tanks, and let's see what happened. The High Templar took out the point defense drone and activated a couple of storms. So we can tell that it's a fairly close fight, but there is still a possibility for the Protoss winning this particular game. Okay, so here we are at battle number 3. We can see the Protoss moving into a siege position by the Terran, and the Terran player has spread out the siege tanks. I'm not sure if this is the differentiating factor, because we can see that the Terran player won this battle and ultimately won the game. So over here we have some reinforcement coming in, but they didn't really contribute to the battle. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this second game, and I'll see you next time.